Welcome to Peeex Fishing. You're with Craig and I'm running late.
Well, I see lights. So, looks like the other guys are definitely there already. Probably already launched. We got low tide at 9:30 this morning, so we've got sort of 3 hours of fishing before the tide will determine what's going on. But so that's why we're starting a bit earlier today. And yeah, it's looking quite hazy out there. We've still got a lot of the fog from the fires. But yeah, there's a few guys out too. Look at this. It's busy down here. Well, I am letting the team down a little bit here. I'm running a bit late. Well, I was a bit late anyway, but as you can see, it's really lovely down here. Looking very, very special. So we'll get the old girl launched and we'll get cracking. Well, they say red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Noises are straight out there. We've stopped here several times now because there's just so much sign around. So just sort of marking where it is as we go out. A few birds working around here, so it could just be the kahawai. But she's a pretty beautiful morning out here. But check out the sign on the sounder. So there was a heap of like kahawai workups yesterday. A lot of guys were fishing that, and you can see the bait coming through here. It's the whole way through here. So basically from way back over there, the whole way through, there is masses of bait. So I'm just going to go into a gulp bait, because when the bite's hard, I find these gulp baits work better than anything really. So we'll give that a go. We're drifting up near the reef. It's very, very slow current today because there's not much tide. So that's probably accounts for a lot too. But they are saying that 7:30 is the bite time, so we will see. Get the old gulp down. Where's the bite? There's a fish. Yeah, not a monster, but oh yeah, might be a keeper. Haven't got much drag on here, so I think it's going to be yeah, could be hard to know. Some of these little fish are very, very feisty. There's a lot of sign. There's quite a big school of snapper under us now, so I'll get this guy up and get it down again. Oh, the sun's really starting to come through now. It's starting to warm up. Oh, how big is this little chap? You know what? He's a legal fish, but we're going to let him go. Yeah, he's beautiful colours. These fish are really orangey at the moment. Must be there he is, but off you go, mate. Oh, dive bomb. Righto, let's get one down. See if there's something bigger down there. And there's a fish. And this one, any weight on this thing? Oh yeah. Yeah, this feels better. Only marginally better, but hopefully it's a keeper. No, it's not a keeper. It's not a keeper. It's just feisty. Man, these fish are feisty. Off he comes. Alright, well I think we've got a first reasonable fish. Yeah. Yes, this is going to be definitely going to be a keeper. Yeah. So look, it's, they said bite time 7:30, and I tell you what, they're not far off. This fish has actually pulled my ski around, so that should be a keeper based on that. So this is on the old Gulp, new penny. Yeah, this is a nice fish. This is a nice one, thank goodness. Nice boat going past there. But, let's focus on our fish. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. What I'll probably do is just bring this fish up the back here. There he is. Right, so there he is. I'll just bring this fish up the back here and slide him on, and we can get a measure on him. And he is, yeah, about 48. That's a nice, good eating size. Yeah, these ones, are you just dropping straight down? Yeah.
I've got a bit of both actually.
Yeah. Because these ones seem to be, if you just drop them straight down, and when as soon as it's called a crazy leg, so
yeah.
I'll throw you well there. Yeah.
Perfect.
And yeah, just drop them straight down, and typically as it hits the seafloor, disengage and just do a slow lift,
Yeah.
and they normally get on it straight away. But so this is the little jig I'm using. It's a Zest Garn, G-A-N. That one's obviously gold and red. They come in silver, green, blue. They all seem to work actually. I don't really have a favourite colour. And this is the Jigstar Thai Kabura, Abu Roxy 3000. Really love this setup. This is more of a kayak setup than a jet ski really, because it's quite a short rod. And yeah, it's pretty good. Really enjoy this. I like these very thin rods, but they have plenty of grunt. And I really wanted to put this one out, so I've got a Garn 28 on there, and just a little flutter jig. So I just dropped this down, a little bit of work, and as I reckon, now this is not a monster, but it certainly feels good. It's a lovely rod, I've got to say. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm sort of watching enviously as Rob Fort was bringing in bloody 15-pound snapper on this thing. So this is not a 15-pound snapper. This will be probably about 1 pound, but it'll be a keeper anyway. But yeah, it's just a lovely little reel actually. So what's this fish? This will be about 40, I think. Yeah. Yep. And that's on the Garn Gold at 28 gram, which is a Zest jig. So we'll bring him up the back again, and there he is. There you can see, so he's just hooked in the lip there, and he will be probably about, put him into the measuring position here. Oh. You can see my broken toe there, which is why I'm grunting and groaning and carrying on. There he is, around about 40, 45, we'll call him. Okay, the tide's just turned. Starting to come in now, so just got a new penny 5-inch down, first drop, and this feels like a fish that'll be quite a good fish, quite a keeper at least anyway. No grunting, Craig. That's the size we're looking for. Beautiful. I'll bring them up the back of the boat there. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for the gulp baits today, it would really be in trouble. The only thing that's getting bitten are Gulp Crazy leg soft baits. And been catching the Kaburas are sort of getting, every now and then they'll catch a very smaller size fish. Zmans are just getting not even getting touched, and these these gulp baits are really doing the business. So this fish will be a keeper. It doesn't seem to matter what colour in the crazy legs. This is a pink shine. I've had new penny. We had newt pilchard, I think it was the other one. Oh, this will be a beautiful fish. But that's a beauty. That's a beautiful snapper on the pink shine. So I'm just going to grab this guy straight there and float him on. There he is, and he is, what is he? He's about 44. So that's great. Yeah, it's lucky the water temperature's warm. I've got there's the old busted toe, which is throbbing a bit now because I've kicked it several times, but I couldn't actually fit into the shoe properly. Actually getting the shoe on was just quite painful, so I'm in the old jandals, as we call them in New Zealand, thongs as the Australians call them. I'm not sure what the Americans call them. How's it going? Eh? Oh, it's just just plucking out a few 45s every now and then.
Right up to the 40 metre mark.
Yeah, much action there? Or?
A lot of birds, nothing, they're not working though.
Yeah. Much sign or?
Nah,
Yeah.
a bit going through, but
Yeah.
dolphins.
The only thing that's catching are those Gulp Crazy legs. Now?
What colour?
Any colour. So I've got, this is my last one. Today's little history lesson. This piece of land here is a point, and it's called Music Point, and you can see there's a white tower up there. So I'm going to tell you why it's called Music Point and the history of this piece of land. It was very important. So that's coming up.
So the land was originally inhabited by early Māori, and it was turned into a pa, or a fortress, and that was to defend the area. And the reason this piece of land was so significant and important was due to its location. It was very high up, which meant the inhabitants could see anybody who was coming to invade, and also it had cliffs on either side of the headland, as shown by the yellow arrows. However, there was an invasion in 1821 by a northern tribe who came up the estuary. There was a whole lot of battles on the estuary actually, and then overland they came and actually conquered this pa. So the original trench, this is still there today, one of them is anyway, and after the battle the whole area was declared tapu, which meant it couldn't be inhabited by the Māori again. And it was sold off, I believe. So then in 1937 Auckland had a visit from a guy called Ed Music, and Ed was a captain of Pan Am Airways, and he used to fly the flying boats between Pago Pago and America and other destinations as well. But Ed must have made a big impression on the Aucklanders, because in 1942 Music Point was named after him. Now Ed unfortunately was killed in his plane, his Samoan clipper, as shown here. It exploded in flight near Samoa 1938, and Ed and his crew were all killed instantly. So the Aucklanders then, because the impact he had made, they built a memorial to him, and this is the white building you see there today. Now the building was used for all sorts of purposes. It's been a radio station, it's been a weather station, I think. It was used for transmitting, but today it is run and operated by licensed amateur radio operators, and they run it as a trust. Now you can go up to this area. It's absolutely beautiful, and have a walk around. There's currently a golf course there, but you can just have a stroll around and go and look at the area around the building. You can't go inside the building, but it's very, very beautiful. But there you go. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hey, next week I'm hoping to have some kingfish action for you, so stay tuned, and hey, really do appreciate having you here. Catch you next week. Bye.